It's the final night of Rock and Roll Fantasy Camp, and the battle has just begun at the House of Blues. It's the end of 5 life-changing days for the 80 campers who poured out their hearts and lived their dreams. Now it's time for Simon Kirk's Viagra Falls to take the stage with Roger Daltrey.
And if it's yellow panties, it's my wife's, by the way.
No, I mean... Simon Kirk has been keeping some very, very, very good company over the last 4 days. Please give a warm, rousing, crazy rock and roll welcome to Viagra Falls and Roger Daltrey.
They're not real bands, they're just musicians who have, they draw a straw and they're stuck into a band. It's not an easy call, but they did a great job of it, really good job of it.
Do it, it's your shot.
Looking for the best and the worst, so I'm just trying to prepare myself for anything, you know?
I don't mind other guys sleeping with my girl. That's fine. I know them all pretty well. But I know sometimes I must get out in the light.
To see Roger in the flesh was like just insane, you know? Still can't believe that it actually happened, that I was singing on stage with him.
Sometimes I feel I gotta get away. Last time I know I gotta get away. But I know if I don't, I'll go out of my mind. Never leave her behind with the kids are all.
Hey, thank you very much.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's hear it for Viagra Falls and Roger Daltrey. Next up, Roger's favorite, Rodeo Underground. Diane came to camp as a solo performer, but wanted to learn how to be part of a band.
I think that overall, we've all worked together so well, and everybody's really meshed together in a great way, and we have a great chemistry, I think, so.
I give you Rodeo Underground.
This is a fantastic band, yo! Give it up for Rodeo Underground!
I think with Diane and Pi and all my boys, had a damn good chance.
When you hear this sound coming, hear the drums drumming, I want you to join together with the band. We don't move in any particular direction, and we don't make no collection. I want you to join together with the band. I want you to join together. Come on, join together. Come on and join together with the band. We don't know where we're going, but the season's right on. I want you to join together with the band. This is the biggest band you'll find. It's as deep as it is wide. I want you to join together with the band. With the band.
Nearly bedtime, darling.
Rodeo Underground has lived up to expectations. But musicianship doesn't always win out over pure rock and roll guts. All right, guys. This is Masters of Johnson. We're backstage at the House of Blues. They met 5 days ago. 5 days ago. It was a tension-filled beginning, but in the end, Elliot Easton earned the respect and affection of his band.
I mean, he's the man. Everybody else is just playing at this. He's it.
He is the man.
Yeah, that's for sure.
And they earned his.
They tried harder and I stopped being as tough, so we met somewhere in the middle. It's been great. Great bunch of guys. Worked really hard.
Yeah, he's an incredible musician. He's got a lot of insight. into not just the way it sounds, but how you should do it and the attitude you should have while you're doing it.
You gonna take the whole thing? Yeah. That's what I'm talking about. This is Rock and Roll Fantasy Camp at its best. We got the rock, smoke, and everything. Going on stage to introduce them. Bring it on, guys.
We've come a long way to be at this stage. It just shows the individual dedication that everybody has put into the whole program. So
I'm not choosing favorites, but these are the first guys I got to sit in on the rehearsal. And I got to tell you, I haven't seen as much heart going to rock and roll and to coming together as a group of people as I have with these guys. Ellie Neeson took these guys under his wing, whipped them into shape. Give it up for the Masters of Johnson and Roger Daltrey.
Ever since I was a young boy, I played the silver ball. From Soho down to Brighton, I must have played them all. But I ain't seen nothing like him in any amusement hall. That deaf, dumb, blind kid sure plays a mean pinball. He stands like a statue, becomes part of the machine. Feeling all the bumpers, always plays it clean. Plays by intuition, the vision patterns fall. That deaf, dumb, and blind kid sure plays a mean pinball. He's a pinball wizard, has to be a twist. A pinball wizard's got such a double wrist. How do you think he does? I don't know what makes him so good.
I think I was more scared then, more comfortable performing in front of some peers. Still, I'm a neurosurgeon, but there's a little bit of a rock and roll singer in me that's starting to blossom.
That deaf, dumb, and blind kid sure plays a mean pinball.
You know, we started out kind of rocky, and everything ended up just wonderful.
One of the best punk bands I've ever seen.
Thank you.
Thank you, Wild Things.
They're living their rock and roll fantasy, man, and just played Pinball Wizard with Roger Daltrey. How about that?
They are the masters of their Johnson.
Still to come in the Battle of the Bands, Joan goes head-to-head with her husband, Jeff. And it's the moment of truth for Kamesh as he finally pops the question in front of a few hundred witnesses. We are down to the final two bands at the House of Blues. Campers have been working all week to get here. And for one camper, excitement is mixed with anxiety because he's just moments away from a very public proposal. But first, the Cone of Silence will take the stage.
I just hope that I don't completely get the deer in the headlights and freeze and forget everything. Niels Lofgren said that if he doesn't know what to play, he just stops playing and waits until he knows where he is again. So I'm repeating that over and over to myself. It'll be okay.
This is Kelly Keagy's band, and they call themselves the Cone of Silence. Put it together for the Cone of Silence.
In this dirty old part of the city where the sun refused to shine, people tell me there ain't no use in trying. Now, my girl, you're so young and pretty, and one thing I know is true: you'll be dead before